Hi, everyone. Leah here with Meghma, and we are going to do our weekly reading to check in with guidance and energy and see what are the things we're going to be dealing with, what are the themes, what do we do to prepare for the next week. So we're asking spirits and guidance.
Yes, hi everybody, this is Meghma, and since we are closing 2023, I also wanted to ask Spirit about what has been the major lessons in this year that we need to carry forward and what the reminders that Spirit wants to give us. Let's see, this can bring up some strong memories or flashbacks for you guys as well. Um, okay, so first we have the Two of Cups. And this Spirit is saying this year, the major thing that we learn is to appreciate all aspects of ourselves and not constantly try to cut off or shave off parts of ourselves because we deem them unfit or like a flaw in ourselves. Also, sometimes we can hate parts of ourselves because we think our traumatic experiences molded those parts of ourselves, and those behaviors or patterns reminds us of the trauma that we have been through and the hardships that we have through. And that's another reason that want to stop acknowledging them or integrating them in our life. But this year we learned that we are more than the sum of our parts. And the more we integrate and love all aspects of ourselves, the more congruent or harmonious our internal reality becomes, and then it overflows to the external reality as well. Then we have King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Eight of Swords. So the first we talked about, embracing our light and our darkness. And the King of Pentacles is the energy of authority over your physical or material affairs. So pentacles represent material stuff. It can be money, it can be your business, or even like your property and the stuff that you own in terms of homes and stuff like that. And this king is also holding a golden staff in his hand, and there is a golden ring of the source light, the knowledge and wisdom around it. And you can see that there is also like this kind of wheat or grain representing abundance. So Spirit is telling us this year we also learn to create in alignment to our truth, in alignment to who we are and the shift that we are here to create. And this was really, really tough because we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what the new was supposed to look like. We didn't even know what alignment feels like, but we figured it out. We seeked alignment, we seek joy, and we seek peace in our reality. And from that space and from that desire, we have learned to take actions, make choices that influence our physical reality and our experience of life. And this Spirit is saying is the key, is the portal of abundance, of true abundance, and not just in your bank balance, but also how you feel inside out of yourself. Any comments so far, Leah?
The only thing that really struck me in the first card was the presentation of duality and really being able to see duality for the first time placed in front of you. It's so clear, the two, opposite containers. And I think Spirit really did put us in a place where not only did we have the opportunity to see what we were doing, but also realize how we're participating in the creation of our reality through our perceptions of duality or our lack of perception of duality. So yeah, it's been what a powerful year 23 has been. It's amazing to be seeing the back end of it. And it's amazing to be waving hello to 24, you know?
Yes, yes, it really feels very surreal and what has been a profound journey this year. And I love what you said about the duality. And while you were talking about it, I noticed some things in the cards, which is like it is two of cups, right? It is a card of emotion. So the mostly how do we recognize these energies or dualities, how we feel about them and what they inspire in us, and that's why how we discern like if it is with dark or light, so to speak. And if you look closely, there is actually a sword in that spiral of the dance of the dark and light, in that dual that is working as one. There is a sword which represents the thought, like in the intense exchange of feeling highs and lows, feeling confident and blissful, and then absolutely for a second, can you keep your mind centered and just observe the experience other than becoming the experience and getting swept away left and right, and just like being
Yeah,
dragged down.
that one card is so profound for the year. I mean, it pretty much says it all. Even, that sword being there, that blade to help you cut through, discernment about reality, that we can sharpen ourselves to be better at discerning. And then the fact that it's stuck in that whole infinity, which is flowing between the lighter and darker cup. Yeah,
Yes.
so much there.
Next, we have the Knight Wands. And what I'm getting right now in this reading is Spirit is talking about regeneration. And like not only the last year, but the last 5 or 4 years has been such a difficult battle. And people have gone through so many difficult choices where it felt like Spirit is asking them to cut off an arm and trust that it will grow back. And we did it. We listened to it and we let go big parts of ourselves and took that leap of faith. And Spirit is saying this year is the time of regeneration. You are not even, and as you regenerate, you are not going to be the same person. You're going to be more evolved and in your power, and you will realize why we need to cut off malignant tumors and replace that with something that is non-malignant or what that is incongruent, in alignment with our health and well-being.
Yeah,
So,
and I just want to say that yeah, it's wholesome. We're cutting things off that are not wholesome in favor of things that are wholesome. But the other thing I just wanted to say is that it has been such an amazing year for light workers. And the one thing I've really seen is that we really truly are coming away from all of this, having to shave off parts of ourselves, having lost friends and pastimes and businesses that we just can no longer maintain. We cannot foot the bill internally. We cannot foot those bills anymore. But the thing is that light workers have come away from this entire year of having this blind faith, of having to turn away from what we've known in so many different arenas. And we are feeling positive, despite not really knowing where we're going, right? None of us know where we're going. Despite that, despite having let go of all these familiar things and being quite left in the unknown, we are still feeling positive and supported and more powerful than ever before. And I want to point that out to you. I really want you guys to look at that and hold on to that. Hold on to this new awareness, right? Because we've talked about how everybody's powers are increasing right now. Everybody's gifts are increasing, right? So that means that you have this ability to feel the deeper picture, what's really going on. And if you speak to enough light workers and you see that this is something that truly is happening across the board, across the world, this then becomes something we need to pay attention to and really focus on. The fact that internally we know that things are progressing in a good way. And I just want you guys to hang on to that, okay? Because that is the truth. I know it. I see it in my world every second, every day. It's different. It's changed. So we have so much to look forward to. And I just really want to make sure you're keeping that in perspective for this new year.
Yes, I love where you brought us, Leah, because that's exactly the same message Spirit is giving us in the last card, in the fourth card, with Eight of Swords. And you know, this card means stagnancy. This card means feeling blocked and blindsided, and you are like paralyzed and you cannot make a moves. And this is because, again, that fear that might kind of try to raise its head back and control our mind. The collective went through a huge purging process to free their mind from the control of the matrix, and started questioning, started wondering, started discovering little different new things and connecting dots that we were intentionally forbidden to connect, lest we become more powerful, lest we become more together and stronger as a community. So so Spirit is saying, unfortunately, that fight, that struggle is not yet over. The darkness will again try best to take over your mind, keep you in fear, and have you question everything that we have already accomplished. But Spirit is saying us that portal is already created, this portal is already opened, and we are walking through it. Thing, the only thing that can hold us back or hold anybody back or derail this journey or ascension for anybody is if you give up again, if you give up your sovereignty of your mind, your ability to think for yourself and be in places where you can have open discussion, where you're not afraid to speak your mind because you would be either shut down or cut off, where you know that ideas are welcome, and you also have an open mind and open heart where you are open to evolving your concepts, evolving to what you know, because we don't know anything. We are just seeing the tip of the iceberg, and an avalanche is going to come. So really keep your mind and heart open, and nothing will hold you back.
I love that. And while you were talking, a quote from the Bible or from a prayer came to me, and I might not get the words exactly right. Maybe some of you know the quote I'm going for, but it's basically, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow and doubt, or something like that, I shall fear no evil. And that's literally what is going on, because darkness is not an active force. Okay. And again, you give the clear example of you're in a brightly lit hall and you open a door to a pitch black room. Does darkness rush out to dim the light in the hall? It does not. So, in order for darkness to affect you, it has to change your thoughts, right? It can affect your feelings. It can affect your thoughts. It cannot affect material reality. Only human beings with our gift of creation and our gift of being children of God can we create things and manipulate energy. Darkness can only shadow your mind. So when you walk through shadows, hold on to the memory of your light. Hold on to your successes. Shine the light that is the antithesis of whatever the shadow is telling you, okay? Because it's up to you. Again, this is your choice. It's your life. You were given free will. What do you want? Me, I choose to walk with the light. So just remember that it's always a choice from minute to minute. It's always a practice, right? None of us have arrived. Even the most practiced has their bad days where they slip and they fall into dark thoughts, sadness, depression. It's part of being human. The thing is, what resources do you have in place to counter that? And if you set up habits of practices to help pull yourself out of the darkness into hope, into joy, into laughter, into love, these are the medicines that counteract the darkness of these times.
Absolutely. And I just would like to close this reading and this message for the new year is that if you want to have any resolution for this new year on any change that you make sure that one of it is being very particular or conscious with what you're feeding into your mind. This includes, your friends group, the communication or conversation you have, avoid like fearful conversation or gossip that put others down, the news and any kind of advertisement or marketing that is making you feel heavy and drains your energy. So become very conscious on what you're putting inside your brain, even while scrolling on your social media, and how it is affecting you. If you just be observant and conscious about this one thing in your life, you will transform inside and out, and you don't even have to do anything else. Trust me. So yeah. Happy 2024.
And also just remember the concept of be the change you want to see, pay it forward, right? So always try and make decisions based on kindness, based on compassion. Every crossroad you face, look at it with the eyes of compassion. And that's all I have to say. Welcome to 2024 in just 24 hours and or 48 hours at this point. And it's going to be a wild ride. I can feel it. Buckle your seatbelts and bring plenty of flowers.
And water. Okay, bye.
Bye.